The Power of Return to Sender Part 2. I recently made a video sharing with you guys how effective these things are and just how to make one for yourself. And it blew up overnight. A lot of you guys have been asking me questions in the comment section, so I just wanted to go over some things that I missed in the previous video. Now, when it comes to doing one of these return to senders, the first thing that I should have mentioned is that it's important to do this with a loving heart. It's all about your intention. You don't want to do this with, negative energy in your heart. You're just simply, I don't want your gift. Here you go, you can have it back, right? Now, once you have all your ingredients in your jar, a lot of people are asking me, what do you do with it? Well, you don't want to do anything with it. You don't want to stir it, you don't want to shake it, you don't want to mix it up. You just want to leave it out for a little bit, and how long you leave it out for is up to you. If you want to put all the ingredients into your jar and then discard it 5 minutes later, you can do that. For me personally, I like to leave it out for a couple days, sometimes 3 days. When you discard it, it's important not to look at it. You dump it down the toilet or return it to a creek. But as you're discarding it, do not look at it. Close the lid and then flush it. And when it comes to the jar, for me, this guy right here, I got that jar from the dollar store on Halloween, and I like to reuse it. You don't have to discard it. Once I dump out the ingredients, I flush it with cold water, and I just picture, love and light energy cleansing it. Now, when you do this is up to you. It's always effective. However, I like to do it around full moons and new moons. The very first time I did a collective return to sender was just on a normal day. There was no full moon, no new moon, no eclipse, no nothing. We had a 2.8 magnitude earthquake, and that was because I was shown that there was so much energy that, the higher ups didn't necessarily want all that negative energy being redistributed. So the reason why we had a 2.8 magnitude earthquake a minute after I did this collective return to sender the first time is because Gaia was transmuting that into love. It's important to do this with a loving heart. You can also state that any negative energy that needs to be returned to sender will be returned, and any negative energy that's been sent your way that can be transmuted into love and light and used to propel you on your path, that's what will happen. Energy is energy, and a lot of times when people send you negative energy, you can actually transmute that into love, positive energy, and it'll actually benefit you. So what you do with it is up to you. One more thing I will mention is that the majority of the time when I do one of these, it's just a general return to sender. Anyone that's been sending me negative energy. However, in the last video I talked about how I did a specific return to sender for this one woman that was sending me death spells since 2015, that had her own son jump off a building. And after I did this specific return to sender just for that woman, we had a 4.7 magnitude earthquake. So you can do it for general, or you can do it for an individual. It's up to you. I mean, I've got so many people sending me black magic that a lot of times I just do it for the collective. But just remember, you want to do this with a loving heart. Give thanks and love to all the ingredients, and try not to hold resentment to these individuals when you're doing this, because that's just affecting yourself. Always want to do things with love, even if that means returning negative energy to the sender.